Conway. And joining me in the studio this morning is Doug Toulin from Attitash Mountain Resort. Doug, how are you this morning?
I'm good, Rob. How are you?
Well, I am good. I hear there's snow in the forecast.
That's what everybody's saying, and we're getting pretty psyched about this one. Looks like it might not pass us by for a change.
That's what I'm hearing. And so, how's that going to affect you guys? Of course, you've been open and you've been making snow, so.
Yeah, I mean, we're off to a good start. We've got a phenomenal snowmaking crew. I mean, Kevin Caston, who manages the mountain, is super particular about the quality of snow that's put out there, and he puts out a real nice dry product that doesn't pack down too fast and can be groomed over and over again and maintain the quality. So the base is good. If Mother Nature goes and drops a foot on top of that, you know, who knows how many more trails we'll be able to get open, and obviously the quality will go through the roof, and hey, we'll have a powder day.
There you go. You know? Well, I noticed that, of course, you'd put down that great base of snow, then we got the 1.5 inches of rain, and so you shut down for a day and just started re-grooming, and it looks great. Yeah,
I mean, that's one of the upsides to having a steep mountain. You know, the water drains quickly. It settles right down, it runs downhill, it gets out of there, but it's also the benefit of the quality of the snow that's been made before and how quickly that snow, because it doesn't have too high a moisture content, recovers.
Yeah.
And, we recovered 24 hours, basically.
And up and running.
Up and running.
So you got a bunch of trails open now.
Yeah, we're up to 26, I believe. And like I said, waiting for Mother Nature to give us a little help, like everybody else in the valley's waiting for the same thing.
Right. Of course, a lot of people, it's one of the things they see, outside your window, it's brown. But of course, the ski areas have been pumping hard. You've been making that snow. And to get 26 trails for the 26th of December, I'd say
kudos. It's a great accomplishment. Like I said, Kevin and his team and the snowmaking guys work round the clock and, in double shifts. And those guys have just put out an amazing product. Without them, there is no business.
Yeah. And what's going on this week?
Oh, lots of stuff. I mean, we start today with WXGR Radio from Portsmouth that's paying us a visit for a promo. And they'll be out on the deck doing some giveaways and talking up the mountain coaster and generally showing people a real good time. Mountain coaster's running 10 to 4 all the way through the holidays every day. We hit up some great events when we get later in the week. We kick off the ATP series with a rail jam Friday, New Year's Eve. And then there's the Attitash Giant Slalom on Saturday. And then the You Go Girls race series starts on Sunday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, bam, 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 3 events in a row, a little powder to start the week. It's shaping up like a perfect holiday week.
Oh, that's great. That's great to hear. We were just watching the video of the mountain coaster. I had a chance to do that the first weekend. And what a great ride it is.
Isn't it fun?
And even one of the great things is before you're even going like this, you're going up it, but you're going right through the trees. And so that's very nice. You got trees on both sides of you. I'm saying, as I've told people, I want to go on a really busy blustery snowy day because it's just going to be spectacular. As you're going up there through the trees, it'll be probably kind of quiet as you're going through the trees. And then once you're zipping along with snow coming down, that's going to be an awesome ride.
Well, that's the neat thing about this particular coaster's design is it's totally integrated into the environment. It was trim a branch, don't take out a tree philosophically as far as fitting it in there. And it was a real labor-intensive task, but look at the result. It's a unique sensation. You're going through a tight gap in the trees, and then all of a sudden the thing turns 70 degrees on you, and you can just feel the force as you go through the turn. One customer said it best. He said, I've ridden a couple coasters, and they're all fun, but he said, I got to go up this the second time to see the scenery, because the first time around was, whoa. And what more could you want for a reaction from somebody like that? I mean, there hasn't been any criticism whatsoever. Everybody has been so happy about their experience.
Well, that's great. It's open every day, 10 to 4, you said?
10 to 4 during the holiday periods, yep. And so, it's a fairly long day to get a good blend of your skiing and a little ride on the mountain coaster as well.
Yep.
So it's, it just expands the winter experience. You don't have to do one thing or two things. There's 3, 4, 5. There's so many things to do.
Right. That's great.
Combine that with North Conway and shopping and everything else, and hey, that's why people come to the Mount Washington Valley.
You get your week packed right there. So.
Oh, we do.
Well, that's great. So we are expecting some snow, and like you said, so that's just going to add. And do you expect to get a lot more trails open with the natural snow, or are you going to kind of?
Well, it depends on how much we get, and how wet is it, how dry is it, what kind of quality snow is it. I mean, the one thing I'm always sure of is whatever it is, our guys will get the most out of it. Whatever that is, it is, but they will get the most out of it because they always do.
Yeah. Well, that's great. So lots of fun things going on. So at Attitash, there you go. You got the ATP Rail Jam on the 31st, and then the second annual Attitash Giant Slalom on the 1st, and on the 2nd, You Go Girl. Giant Slalom right there at Attitash.
Exactly.
Hey, we want to give away, we have here, part of our Watch and Win extravaganza, we have a ticket to go to Attitash so you can enjoy it and see the great skiing and see what it's all about. So we got a question for you. What year did Attitash's Bear Peak open for skiing? Was it 1994, 1984, 1979, or 1991? What year did Attitash's Bear Peak? The phone is already ringing. Good morning. Do you know the answer?
A.
A, 1994. And who's on the phone?
Paul.
Paul, how are you this morning?
Good.
Paul, it was 1994, as a matter of fact. That was the first year that Bear Peak opened for skiing. So, Paul, where you from?
We're in Bartlett.
Awesome. And so there you go. You're just a hop, skip, and a jump to Bear Peak and Attitash.
Absolutely.
Because we just mentioned Bear Peak. All right, hold on the phone. We'll get some more information from you. So 1994, the Bear Peak has been around. Of course, Attitash just always growing, always doing something new and different.
That pretty much sums it up. I mean, we're looking forward to a fantastic year because, we have opportunities we've never had before. Wildcat is now part of the family. You can ski both in the same day, interchangeable tickets, the vertical value card for savings on pretty much every day of the week, depending on when you need to be there. And, it just offers skiers things that they've never had before. If you want some big mountain skiing in this area, we're going to see it one mountain or the other, and we're looking forward to it.
That's great. Sounds like a good time.
It is.
All right. Well, you have a great vacation week. I'm sure we're going to see you again soon.
Absolutely.
And we'll pack everything in for this vacation week. Doug Toulin from Attitash Mountain right there in Bartlett. You can go to the website, which is attitash.com.
.com.
Can't make it much easier. All righty, we'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.